James Turner for the untouchable true school sports. Let's go, baby. Bow!
Be careful what you wish for because it can become a reality.
Yeah. The untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. All right, so the holy grail of boxing, part 2. Dmitry Bivol versus Beterbiev, Beterbiev versus Dmitry Bivol, the rematch. It is signed, sealed, and delivered, and it is the main event for the Saudi Supercard on February 22nd in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Again, as I said in my other Saudi videos, I have my points about Riyadh season that I think long term it won't be good for boxing, but when they make great fights, I will give credit because I'm not a hater and it's not that big of a deal. So shout out to Turkey Al-Sheikh and shout out to Riyadh season for making a great card. Now, Beterbiev Bivol, first fight was very much in contention. A lot of people were up in arms about the outcome. You know, some people thought Bivol boxed the daylights out of Beterbiev. Some people think Beterbiev, you know, his effective punches won in the fight, you know. So no matter where you sit on the fence with that rematch, you know, I think we can all agree it was a great fight. It was a great fight, one of the best fights in years from a technical standpoint. And the rematch is really interesting because history tells us that, generally speaking, the more technical fighter in rematches tends to make the better adjustments. But so you would be led to believe, just based on that Bivol should come in here and really truthfully like get better and make more adjustments and find a way to beat Beterbiev and avenge that loss. But Beterbiev is not just some come forward, you know, Neanderthal. He's intelligent himself. He's a high level boxer himself, which is why he was able to beat Bivol in the first fight. He just happens to have bricks in both hands, heavy hands, and a physical strength about him that is unlike anything else in boxing. You know, special fighter. I also think that Beterbiev can get better. Like, Bivol can do some things better because in the latter part of the fight, I think there were some things that he did that let him down. You know, I think he got a little greedy when he was starting to really pour it on Beterbiev in the middle rounds, and he got hurt one. There was that one instance where he literally landed like 3 or 4 punches in a row and then came forward, and Beterbiev countered him and hurt him. Like, the tables turned very quickly. So he's got some things to tweak and adjust, but I also think Beterbiev, you got to remember, Beterbiev was coming off of a knee surgery. He was 40, right? He's 40. He's still 40. He's going to be older by the time they fight this time, you know, right? But if his knee is feeling any better, then you got to think that he would be even better. And that's a scary thought. Like, Artur Beterbiev being even better than he was in the first fight. Because in the first fight, he looked his age. He looked like he had lost a step fully. And he looked like he's ready to get beat. To be honest with you, like, if he were to fight a Benavidez or like a Bivol again, like he's doing now, or even like a Buatsi, it just looked like Beterbiev is getting ready to get beat just because he's lost a step. But we'll see. We'll see how the knee holds up. So the two questions that have to be answered from Beterbiev and Bivol is, from the Beterbiev side, is how is the knee, which he got surgery on, how is that going to hold up in this fight? And if it does hold up well, how long will it hold up? And does it allow him to get off more effective, sharper shots that could hurt Bivol early in the fight? Because I feel like he started very slow and he gave up a lot of the early rounds, and then, you know, he picked it up as it went on, and he just, I think he was winning a lot of rounds because even if he wasn't landing a lot of punches, he was the punches he did land were moving Bivol back. So he always had the illusion sometimes, even if he wasn't landing, of being the effective aggressor, which can go a long way in the judges' scorecards that are ringside. So that's on his end. And then from Bivol, the question is going to be, if you get Beterbiev, if you have a similar start that you had to the first fight, and you get Beterbiev into the later rounds, how does Bivol handle the later rounds? You know, Bivol had a difficult time down the stretch with Beterbiev closing the gap and pushing him back, and he's going to need to be able to manage the later rounds a lot better. And I think in the later rounds this time, because of how he lost the first time, no matter how well you thought he boxed, he's going to have to be more aggressive. He's going to have to maybe get on the front foot a little more, just so he can show the judges that he is the effective aggressor in the later rounds where it really counts. Because I've always said this, in a fight of consequence that's close, you always want to be the guy that finishes strong, not the guy that finishes, you know, weak or slow. So yeah, those are my thoughts on the fight. So there's a big part of my soul that really wants to pick Bivol because I just think Bivol will have all the ability. He has all the ability in the world to outbox Beterbiev. He damn near did in the first fight. And normally the boxers do make the adjustments in rematches, and he is the better technical boxer in terms of like just being a pure boxer, transitioning from defense to offense, footwork, all that stuff. So part of me really does want to pick him, but come on, guys. I've said it for a long time, and I'm going to continue banging the drum until I'm proven otherwise, until he actually loses a fight. Artur Beterbiev is going to retire undefeated. I honestly think he probably should have retired after the first fight. That's just my opinion. He could have went out on top as the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, and his legacy would have been cemented forever. But, you know, he's taking the rematch, doing the honorable, noble thing. And as great a boxer as Bivol is, and believe you me, I have some serious questions about that knee. You know, he's 40. He looked every bit his age his last fight. But a part of me, a bigger part of me believes that Beterbiev can get better. He will get better. And I just think that the advantage he's going to always have on his side in fighting Bivol is that Bivol has a style of defense that takes away from his offense. Like, because there's different types of defense. Like take Floyd Mayweather, for example. He had the kind of defense that didn't take away from his offense. If anything, it added to his offense. And the same thing goes for like James Toney or even like Lomachenko. Like these guys have the type of defense and footwork that it adds to their offense. Bivol has more of like the style of defense, and I'm not saying I'm not saying it's like it looks the same, but I'm saying it's the same concept. He has a kind of defense that takes away from his offense. Like Shakur Stevenson has the kind of defense that takes away from his offense. So my thing is, or I'll say it like this, he has a kind of defense that takes away from his offense enough to allow Beterbiev to be the effective aggressor in the later rounds and finish strong. And I just think if that scenario plays itself out again and Beterbiev is able to finish the closing round strong again, I think Bivol is going to lose again. And I'll tell you this: if Beterbiev his knee is any better and he can maybe move around a bit more and maybe use those angles that he has with his feet that he didn't really use too much in this fight, he may fuck around and stop Bivol in the rematch. That's how I feel. So can Bivol outbox Beterbiev? Of course. And a big part of me believes that can happen. That will happen. But the other part of me is like, look, Beterbiev can get better, and I think he will get better. And I've always said I think he's retiring undefeated. So I'm gonna continue to bang that drum, and it's up to Bivol to show me otherwise. But again, this is how you know it's a great fight, because I'm conflicted. When you're conflicted as a fan, when you don't know who's going to win, you're conflicted, and you can see scenarios where one guy can win, the other guy can win, and you're going back and forth. That's how you know it's a great fight. So looking forward to it happening again, and may the best man win. In my opinion, they're both Hall of Famers. They're both all-time greats, and they deserve the respect of every last boxing fan on planet Earth. So leave your comments down below. Who do you got winning the rematch? I'm going to go with Beterbiev again. So leave your comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. For more great boxing content just like this, make sure you guys click right over here.
Keep watching my boy BT put on the best interviews out here.